Hey everyone, I'm Ultimate456, you're the Ultimates, and welcome to episode 22 of Let's Platinum Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair.
The group's leader, Byakuya, got killed! And his killer is among this group of students? No, I'm not gonna believe it! I'll never believe it! 'Cause I believe in everyone! So do your best, and don't forget to save regularly!
Well, what now?
Just before we continue, I want to say that I haven't made a mistake as far as I'm aware in the class trial yet. The second part of this trial is where there's a chance I could make a mistake, so I've saved, and if I do make a mistake, or I take damage, I should say, instead of make a mistake, if I take damage, then I can reload the save from halfway, and it should still give me the trophy for not taking any damage. So let's try and do that.
If the knife isn't the murder weapon, there's no definitive proof that I'm the killer.
Shut up! We'll be the judge of that.
You say you were shoved away, but you can't actually prove it, right?
That's right. Even if a different weapon was used, it does not mean Nagito has been cleared of suspicion.
But there's another reason why I don't think Nagito is the killer.
There's still more?
Based on what we've discussed, Byakuya was killed under the table, right? Is there something wrong with that? Well, even if that's true, I feel Nagito looks, clean.
Nobody's ever complimented me on my appearance before. Not even my own mother.
Wow.
I'm not talking about your looks.
Well, that didn't necessarily mean that she was talking about his looks. Why does Mikan think Nagito looks clean? Because Nagito, there's no blood on Nagito. These ones are close, but the main thing that they're going for is there's no blood on him. There was a whole bunch of blood on Byakuya, but there's no blood on Nagito.
I see! Are you trying to say something like, why didn't Nagito have any bloodstains on him?
Yes, that's it. Because under the table, there was a lot of blood splattered everywhere, right? There were even bloodstains on the inside of the tablecloth. If he stabbed Byakuya to death, it's strange he did not get splattered with an appropriate amount of blood.
I didn't get any blood on me? That is weird.
You just used something to block the blood, didn't you?
Something that might have been used to block the blood splatter. What do you think it could have been? I guess we did see something I could have used. Isn't that right, Hajime?
Yes, there's only one thing he could have used to block the blood splatter, and that was the storage room tablecloth. A bloodstained tablecloth was found randomly stuffed inside the laundry hamper.
I can prove it with this! You're talking about the bloodstained tablecloth we found in the storage room, right?
If there are bloodstains on it, that settles it. Nagito used the tablecloth to block the blood splatter.
But that was found in the storage room, right? Are you suggesting he hid it there after the murder?
You mean after the lights came back on? What would he have done if we'd seen him?
That's true. The tablecloth was pretty big. So even if you tried to hide it and take it with you...
Wearing a tablecloth, going under the table, getting a knife in a blackout, and stabbing someone. That's not just impossible for someone like me. Wouldn't it also be impossible for you guys too?
Then, what does it mean?
Maybe the killer didn't necessarily stab Byakuya under the table.
Huh?
No, there's no mistake that the murder occurred under that table.
Even the inside of the tablecloth was bloody, so there's no denying Byakuya was killed there. But that doesn't mean where Byakuya got stabbed and where the killer did the stabbing are the same, right? I don't understand at all!
The place where Byakuya got stabbed and where the killer did the stabbing are different.
Huh? Hajime, you look like you're onto something.
Really? But It sounds like a riddle. I feel like I'm onto something, but it's still not clear what that is.
Under the table, but not under the table. If it's somehow possible, it's the only way that makes sense. Moving forward, we should put aside all unnecessary preconceptions and just choose the answer. I think.
In scenes where you have to figure out important words, the improved Hangman's Gambit will occur. The goal is to line up the right letters in order so it reveals a key word related to the incident in question. Improved Hangman's Gambit is like a little puzzle game. Various letters will be flying across the screen in all directions. There are 2 rules you must remember. If 2 different letters clash, you'll take damage. If 2 of the same letters clash, they will fuse. You must make 2 of the same letters clash, while you try not to let 2 different letters clash. That is what's most important. In order to do that, you've been given a technique to catch and release. When you move the reticle with the left stick and press the X button while it's on top of a letter, you can snatch the letter like a vacuum. This is what it means to catch the letter. However, you can only catch 1 letter at a time, so please be careful. When you press the X button while you have a letter caught, you can shoot it where your cursor is aiming. This is how you release the letter. With catch and release, you can change the position of the letters and hit letters into each other. Make sure you hit the same letters so you can fuse them. The fused letters will freeze and get bigger. By pressing the X button, you can blow it up and erase it from the field. This is called firing the letters. Catch and release with the X button, and after you fuse them, fire with the X button. That's a whole lot of X buttons. However, if you just erase letters, you won't be able to clear the game. Ultimately, the main goal of improved Hangman's Gambit is completing the key word. Display the question with the square button and figure out what keyword will answer that question. About lining up the keyword, instead of pressing the X button to fire the letter, please press the triangle button. If that happens, at the same time the letter blows up, it will be sent to the keyword list. If a sent letter is correct, it will fit in the keyword list. If it's not, the influence gauge will take damage. You must write the keyword in order. Based on the flying letters, please think about the completed word. Also, if you leave a fused letter alone for a while, it will just blow up on its own. In that case, it will still damage you, so please be very careful. I took so long to explain it, but do you understand now? And these 2 things. Okay. The place Byakuya got stabbed and the place where the killer did the stabbing aren't the same. Using those words as a clue, I should put aside my preconceptions and try to think about it. Something is coming to me. Just a little bit more. I have a feeling I can see something. Alright, this one's a bit tricky. The Hangman's Gambit is like, it's okay, it does help, but it is a little bit tricky and we can't take any damage. This is where we're definitely going to have a chance to take damage. So, you, that's the first one. The first word you can kind of already see. I mean, you have to have some kind of idea of what it's going to be, but the first word will be under. You can also put more than just 2 letters. I'm going to get rid of that one. Maybe I should have kept that one. Okay, first word is under. Don't know if I said that already. And let's put these 2 together and these 2. Triangle. F there, F there. E. Let me get rid of this F. Second word is the. So you might be thinking under the what? Under the what? Oh crap. Nearly died there. Get rid of that. Get rid of this and this. Really do not want to take any damage with this. You also don't want to be too quick about this. The quicker you are, like, there's this weird glitch where the letters will just blow up on you, which is really strange. Okay, they're moving a bit faster now. Get rid of that, and the last word is floor. The killer stabbed Byakuya from underneath the floor, not just the table. They were underneath the floor. If you remember, what's his name? Gundam Tanaka was talking about he lost his earring, but then he managed to reclaim the earring, so he must have found a way to get underneath the floor. Alright, and good. Alright, so we did that, we didn't take any damage, fantastic. We got a decent amount of points as well. The more letters you put on top of each other and then explode them, you'll get more points. That was pretty good.
Got it! The killer must have stabbed Byakuya from under the floorboards.
Under the floorboards?
The floorboards in the old building are full of gaps, and there was no carpet laid out under the table. If they stuck the weapon through one of the gaps, they could have stabbed Byakuya to death.
If so, that means the killer was able to get under the floorboards. But from where? And how?
I don't know that yet, but I have a feeling there's someone here who does know.
That's right. If I remember correctly, one person here should know how to get under the floorboards. And that person is... I think I just said it as well. Should have gone the other way. Gundam Tanaka!
You're the only one!
Because he found his Hellhound
Gundam.
earring.
You dropped your earring in the dining hall, right?
Are you referring to the Hellhound earring?
About that earring.
I said, are you referring to the Hellhound earring?
About that Hellhound earring. You dropped it beneath the floorboards, right?
Ah, there it is. I have found it. Truly, that is the Hellhound earring. It seems God exists for my benefit. I see. Good for you. Oh, wait, that was Hajime. I see. Good for you. However, how do I recover it? I cannot fit my arm through this opening. Were I to use a tool, it would probably not reach either.
Just a bit longer and I would have reduced everything, including that old building, to ashes.
Yeah, whatever you say.
However, it's just as the old legend said. The Hellhound earring has returned to its owner, to me!
Is it safe to say that that earring is the one hanging from your right ear? Huh? Could it be? Gundam wasn't wearing an earring during the investigation. And if he had it on by the time the class trial began, then that means Gundam was able to retrieve his earring from beneath the floorboards during the investigation.
So, Gundam knows how to get under the floorboards.
It's understandable. After all, you fools only view the world through eyes of glass. But I am different. With the power of my 4 dark devas of destruction, it is of no concern. Truly, this is the evil 4th eye. Before the might of the evil 4th eye, all visual chaos is rendered asunder.
What should I do? I'm embarrassed just listening to him.
Oh! Man up and speak more clearly!
Fine, I shall tell you all. The answer was in the storage room. One of my 4 dark devas of destruction, Mirage Golden Hawk, Jumpy, has seen beyond the chaos. A secret passage of doom leading to the underground lurks beneath a large assortment of random boxes. After securing a lighter from the supermarket, I threw caution to the wind and ventured below the floorboards. And as a result of that lonesome battle, I was able to recover the Hellhound earring with my own 2 hands! Tremble with fear, fools! Behold my power!
There he goes blabbing about power and crap. You're ridiculous. You're just a breeder, you know.
Anyway, it sounds like you can go under the floorboards from the storage room.
Then that has to be how the killer did it. If the space beneath the floor is empty, it's not that far to move from the storage room to the dining hall.
I see. If they passed through the storage room, I understand why the tablecloth was put there.
The killer lurked under the floorboards during the party, and from there, stab, stab, stab!
Are you sure?
You don't like stab, stab, stab? Should it sound more fleshy, like...
Okay.
No, I'm not talking about your sound effects. You're saying they snuck under the floorboards, but that means they would have had to leave the party, right? So, was there anyone who was able to do that?
Then whoever wasn't at the party is the killer. They must be the one who was waiting under the floorboards.
Who wasn't at the party again?
I didn't participate, but I was guarding the entrance, remember? Monomi over there can be my witness, right? Yes! This Monami over here is your witness.
I believe there's no need to discuss this matter further, but I was unable to leave the bathroom.
I was in the kitchen for a long time, but I frequently went to the dining hall to deliver my dishes.
The only person who wasn't at the party... Judging from the photo I took before the blackout... It obviously has to be him!
Yay! It's decided!
What the fuck are you saying? I'm not the killer!
Oh, really? What happened to the tough guy who was saying stuff like,
I can do it. Don't mess with me! I'll fucking kill you!
Wow.
see? You're making threats again.
Yep, that's right. Things are starting to get exciting.
Good news, you are now allowed to use the silencer. You can use the silencer with the X button as many times as you want. When you use the silencer, you can shoot down the white noise. Also, when you shoot down the white noise, your time limit will increase a little. However, if you shoot an actual remark with your silencer instead of the white noise, the time limit will decrease, so aim carefully when you're using the silencer. Oh, but if the difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. In that case, you'll still be able to use the silencer, but it will be somewhat pointless. However, if you feel like doing a little bang bang, you can use it to your heart's content. Bang bang, 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 bang. If you pray, yeah. And cool. Did they say that they were going to give that to me in the second case? I don't know. Alright, so let's see if we can work this one out. Let's listen to what they have to say.
During the party, the killer
I'll use the silencer a bit.
was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
And they could have stared at panties all day. Without going to the storage room in the dark.
Is that true, Fuyuhiko?
Don't act like I'm the fucking killer!
But when the party started, nobody saw you, you know. That means you have no alibi.
The culprit is self-evident.
Alright, so Mihiru said the only person who doesn't have an alibi during the party is Fuyuhiko, but is he really the killer? So Mihiru said
During
that he
the
didn't
party,
have
the killer
an alibi, but Chiaki, who was standing guard at the front, said that she saw Fuyuhiko outside. When Chiaki was standing guard outside, Fuyuhiko apparently came to the old building, then walked away. So he was outside, so he doesn't have
lurking under the
he
floor
does
like
have
a
an alibi.
cockroach.
And they could have stared at panties all day
So what we
without
have to
going
do
to the
is
storage.
just zoom
that
through.
true?
Don't act like I'm the fucking killer!
But when the party started,
Okay, here we go.
nobody saw you, you know. That means you have no alibi.
No, that's wrong.
Okay, cool. Also, you have to shoot down quite a lot of white noise with the silencer for a trophy.
Fuyuhiko definitely has an alibi. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
Oh, you're right.
Huh? What happened, Fuyuhiko? Oh, hey. What are you doing here? All alone in a place like this. I'm standing guard so Monokuma doesn't come inside. Huh, how diligent of you.
I saw Fuyuhiko after the party started. There's no way he could have been waiting under the floor before then.
You should have said that earlier, dumbass.
It's still your fault. Like, why were you even lurking around the old building in the first place?
Shut up!
Maybe there really is a secret passage to go under the floorboards from outside, and he came to spy.
What'd you say, motherfucker?
Oh no!
Wow, he got chewed out, but he looks super happy.
Regardless, it's impossible to go under the floorboards from outside. Chiaki and I already confirmed that.
Then someone definitely went under the floorboards through the storage room during the party.
During the party? It was probably during the blackout. Well, if someone disappeared during the blackout, no one would have noticed.
But walking down that dark hallway to the storage room is like trying to make Eggs Benedict without any eggs.
You're right. I couldn't even see the office in that darkness, and that room was much closer.
But is it really impossible? It might be better if we examine that possibility a little bit more.
It was super dark, you know? There's no way you'd be able to find your way to the storage room.
but I can't stop thinking about it. I feel like there's something I overlooked. For clarity's sake, once again.
It appears we're getting close to the final stage.
Alright, well, that's a perfect way to end this episode. Yeah, we're probably going to get... it's probably going to take 2 more episodes to finish the entire trial. Usually takes about 6. But yeah, we're getting pretty close to the end now, so you might be able to figure it out from now. You'll be able to figure it out a little bit into the next episode. But for now, I want to thank you all for watching episode 22 of Let's Platinum Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair. My name's Ultima456, you're the Ultimates, and I'll see you next time.